Restaurant business is one business that has been creating millionaires in Nigeria for decades. There will always be the need for places to eat out. Restaurant business requires hard work, good products, and partnership with good local vendors and suppliers. The Nigerian food industry is constantly expanding, and food business is currently the go-to business in Nigeria. According to the National Bureau of Statistics in its May 2020 report, Nigerians spent about 22.8 trillion naira on food in 2019, out of which a total of 4 trillion naira was spent on food consumed outside the home, that is, in restaurants, bars, and other food establishments. According to the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics, Lagos residents spent 830 billion naira, approximately $2 billion, eating out in 2019, representing 34% of total food expenditure. The average price of restaurants and bars for rent in Lagos is 20 million naira per annum. The most expensive restaurant or bar costs 50 million naira per annum, while the cheapest costs 3 million naira per annum. About 75% of QSR outlets are branded by local companies, according to an Association of Fast Food and Confectionaries of Nigeria, AFFCON report. Between 2010 and 2014, QSR outlets accounted for at least 800 in Nigeria.
The hospitality business, especially the food industry, is one that never goes out of fashion because every day people need to eat to keep them going, especially with their daily activities. My name is Omobolanle Adeshi, welcoming you on board today's edition of SME Hub. We will be delving into the food industry, and right here with me is Isioma. Isioma Sylvester is CEO City Diner. Hello, Isioma.
Hi, how are you?
Very well. Good to have you on SME Hub.
Thanks for having me.
So let's start from where City Diner or City Diner. I don't know why I keep saying City Diner. Let's start from how City Diner came to be.
It came out of passion. I love cooking, I love hosting, I love bringing people together, and usually I used to live outside the country, so I visit home every December. So everybody looks forward to my Christmas party, my cooking. I do all my meals myself, so and I'm a bit OCD, so after the leave I find it hard cleaning and all that. Then you can't control people, don't wear your shoes in, don't put your hands on the wall. So I'm like, okay, when I fully move back to Nigeria, I'd like to have a one-stop place where people can hang out and still have home-cooked meals that are really affordable, because dining out here is really expensive. So that's how City Diner came about.
Okay, so you've been doing this for 2 years now.
Yes.
Can you talk to us about the experience? What are the challenges you faced? How has it been so far?
It's been one emotional roller coaster. But so far, because I'm very passionate about it, I keep going, and I'm not going to quit until everybody knows about City Diner. So it's been very challenging, I won't lie to you. To have a business like this, you might need a partner, 1 or 2 partners, investors, a whole lot of money. So, because you can.
Yes, we will definitely talk about money, because money is very key to every business. But I'd like you to help us know the challenges you faced? And this is why. There are a lot of people out there who are looking at you and they're like, oh, food business, that's something I would love to do. This is a beautiful place. This is something I'd like to start. But of course, I'd like to know what I'm getting into. So they'd like to know the challenges you faced.
One of the challenges I'm still facing is staffing, getting the right people, especially in the kitchen, because you can't just change the taste and the recipe of the meals. So let's say you have a chef now and he decides to quit tomorrow, and what do? You know, you have to find a replacement. So you get a replacement, you have to train for that taste again. So for a few days you're imbalanced. So getting the right set of people to work who have the same passion as you is very, very challenging, extremely. Yeah.
Are there other challenges?
Yeah, the prices of things and the inflation rate in the country at the moment is not favorable. The high electricity tariff, there's a whole lot, because you need electricity 24 hours, especially here. When we open at 11 a.m., close at 11 p.m. So you need electricity from that time till, yes. So imagine the light goes off, generator. If your generator is not going, inverter. So electricity is very expensive to run.
So let's talk money. You were talking about money earlier, and I'm wondering, what is the cost implication of setting up a place like this?
It's a lot. I don't want to go into figures, but you have to get a space. So if you're leasing or you're buying, in my case, it's a bare land, so I had to build. So you have to go. I can't tell you a specific price because it depends on what you are doing. You might be leasing a small rental space, and you have to think of designing, equipping your kitchen, paying staffs, and training and all that. So you have to put all that cost into consideration. So it depends on your setup. Different setup, different costing. So I can't give you a specific cost. But to have something like this is a whole lot, because we built from scratch. After building, we had to design. Then we imported all of our furniture and our lights. So
why did you import? We have several good Nigerian made.
Well, we got some of our kitchen fixtures from Nigeria, but so I've traveled a lot, and I know exactly what I wanted, and the lights and everything. I knew a store in South Africa, and I saw the chairs also in South Africa and the bar stools, and I didn't find them here. So I decided to bring, why not?
Okay. So do you provide training? Because you talked about training your staff, costing a lot.
Yes, we do. We, for you to work here, we have a standard, so we have to put you under training for the bar, because whether the head chef is here or not, you have to be able to deliver. So when we employ you, you have to go through about 2 weeks of training. Depends on how fast you can pick things up. So if you pick up fast, you stop training. But we learn every time. We have different people come from well-established restaurants and hotels, come teach our own staffs, you know, because there's something new to learn every time, and we keep reinventing our menus as well.
That's interesting. So tell us about the different compartments here and how it runs.
So we have a small mini space where we use for events. In fact, we're very popular for hosting bridal showers and baby showers. So if you're looking for a cozy place where you want to host 20, 25 guests, we have a space for that. So in here, we have our big events where you can host about 50, 75 people, or even 100, depends on how you want it. So that's two. So we do events, then we do fine dining, then we do work bonding sessions. So you can come during the day with a bunch of other workers. We provide you Wi-Fi, and you can have your business meetings here during the day. It's very quiet, and ambience is great.
So what's the gestation period of this business?
Honestly, I think it's a lifelong thing. So I can't tell you it's from this period to this period.
But at what point did you get any loan to start the business, or was it your personal
It was it was my personal funding. I've been working since I was 15. A lot of people knew me as a fashion model. I was an international model.
Obviously. A model.
Yeah. So yes, I used to model internationally, and so I traveled quite a lot around the world. I saved a lot of money, and I had some support as well, so yes.
Yes, so I was talking about how long it takes. So for instance, yes, I know it's a lifelong thing, but at what point would you say you started getting your money back, the money you invested into the business?
So for the first 2 years, you don't get your money back. That's the truth. Anyone who tells, yes, because you keep investing, you know, so for at least give it 3 years, 4 years before you start saying, okay, I'm getting my money back. Yes, the days you make money, but you can't really say, especially when you've built, you've invested a lot. So it's going to take some time to start getting your money back.
So how do you build your customer base and how do you satisfy them? You know, different people have different tastes, appetite, what they like, what they don't like. How do you do that?
So we try. Obviously, we can't satisfy everybody. I'll be lying to say, oh, we satisfy everybody. So we can't. So, but what we've managed to do is feedbacks. We keep in touch with our customers. We ask them, how can we improve? So far, our Google review has been amazing. There's a few bad reviews. I mean, when we started, we made some mistakes, but we've been able to rectify some of the complaints. So when people come in here, first they go, wow, it's beautiful. Then when they taste the food, they go, oh, it's even nicer, and the price. So it's affordable, it's a nice spot, and you get value for your money. So, and we try to be friends with our customers. We keep in touch. We call them on their birthdays. We invite them and say, okay, you can get one, you get a small mini cake and something, you know, we get sing a happy birthday song for you. Just make it special for you on that day. So we've tried to be in touch with most of our customers, and most of the people come back and they refer other people. That's how we've been able to grow as a brand.
So let's talk about the prices of commodities. You know, you mentioned it earlier as one of the challenges you face, the fact that you get to the market today, this particular food stuff is selling for 10,000 naira. The next day, it's already up by 10% or so. How are you coping with that? How are you able to maintain quality and also ensure that you do not lose?
So that has been extremely exhausting for us, because I remember when we started 2 years ago, the prices of everything was fair until the pandemic and all. As we speak, every day it's increasing. So it's not like, oh, it was last week. It's every day. So especially for proteins and all that, meat and all that. So it keeps increasing and increasing and increasing. And so what we've been able to do is we've changed some of our prices. And luckily, the customers understand, because they also go to the market. So we've changed some of the prices.
Was it gradual?
It was
change,
gradual.
Or was it, okay.
It was gradual. We started bit by bit. They didn't even notice, you know, just bit by. But there were some other things that was a drastic change, and oh, why? And we'd have to explain. Oh, in the market now it's this, this, this. So luckily, they all know what's going on in the country, so they kind of understand.
So when you look at the Nigerian market and you compare it to what we have right now, I mean, the general market, the food industry, okay, maybe I should put it that way, the food industry, what would you say are the business opportunities in this industry?
The opportunities are enormous. There's so much opportunities. Like I tell people, you can start from your kitchen. If you don't have the capital to invest in a place, and you can start. First, you need to have passion. You can start from wherever you find yourself. You can start from your hostel in school. So most of the people we train here, really young people, and I always tell them, listen, you don't need to have a huge capital. You just need to have drive and passion. And from your school, as long as you can cook, you can sell to your fellow students, and you can make some money, and you can start saving, and you can own this in a few years, you know. So start small. I believe in just passion, just be driven.
Yes. So what I'm driving at is, so you know how the food industry is huge. You have those who brand different products, raw materials, who brand them and make them look different from what you get at the market. And then you have those who actually cook and then sell. You have those who, the courier services, the dispatch riders and all of that. So what are the, looking at the peculiarity of the kind of business you do, you have different sections here. What are the different business opportunities in this business? And then we can get to talk about how it's been impacting the society.
Okay, there's the kitchen department, which you can either be a chef, kitchen assistant, supervisor. That's one section. Then there's the bar. You can be the bartender, you could be the bar assistant, or you can be ground staff, waiter, waitress. So the different, I mean, owning a food business, you need a lot of people. So the different sections here, we have events. So you need to work with a decorator, you need to work with logistics people and all that. So the different, I don't know if I answered that correctly.
Yes, you did. So you get your food across to your customers. I'm sure not everyone comes in to sit, or is it a sit-in, basically no one?
No. We have sit-in customers. We have customers who don't want to come. We deliver to them.
Good.
So we have.
So I'd like to know what the process is like. How do they get their deliveries?
Okay. We have our dispatch guys that we call, and they deliver around the estate and outside the estate. Then for places that we can't go to, you can send Uber or Bolt, or it's not sponsored posts, but you can send them your driver or pay anybody, you know.
For branding.
No. But usually people send the drivers to pick up to places that we can't, because we've not covered everywhere. One of our fears, we want your food to come very hot and nice, so we don't go really far for now until we find a way where we could keep the quality of the food, the freshness, the taste, the hotness and everything until it gets to you.
So what's the average cost of your food?
Extremely cheap.
Extremely cheap is not a figure. I know you.
Okay,
you appealed to me just before the show.
Yes.
You don't want to talk about figures. But
yeah, but it's fine. I would I'll get into it. So we do a la carte here, and we give you fast food price. That's why I say it's extremely cheap. So a bowl of French fries, just French fries, is 1,000 naira, or yam chips. And it doesn't just come like that. It comes in a nice fancy bowl with a nice pepper sauce on the side.
Now you're making me salivate.
It's, you know, I believe you eat with your eyes, you know. You eat with your eyes first before your mouth. So we make everything look very beautiful, the plating, the presentation and all.
About something like this?
This would cost you 3,000 naira only.
All right, guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you can't be a part of this, obviously, but we've had fun. Speaking with Isioma Sylvester, CEO, City Diner, and of course she's been telling us all about the business, the pros and the cons. What would be your final words to those out there who are looking forward to doing something like this? Well, don't give up. The country's really hard. It would frustrate you at some point, but just be driven, just be passionate, and the sky is the starting point. The sky is the starting point. So let's start here. Cheers. Darling. Guys, this is it on SME Hub today. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. I'm just going to be sipping my cocktail now. City Signature. Yeah, City Signature. And I'll see you next time on SME Hub. My name is Omobolale Adeshi. Don't forget to join us on all our socials. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, as well as YouTube. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.